What is going on, Colts Nation? Welcome back to another Bring the Juice Colts podcast live stream. Guys, thank you for everyone that is tuning in right now. I don't know if you can tell, but I moved. I actually just got done moving and put everything in the house last night. Did a video on the Pacers channel and I haven't really done anything yet for this channel over here, but just wanted to hop over here and say hi to you guys and have a nice little stream here. Shout out to BetUS for powering this stream. If you guys are looking for a sports book this off season, look no further than BetUS. Guys, it's Super Bowl Sunday. So yeah, that is definitely going to be fun. But yeah, I would love to be able to have a conversation with you guys and just talk and, have some fun with this. So let me know what you guys are up to. Hopefully everybody is enjoying their Sunday afternoon. Nice to hear from you, Breadstick. I'm tuned in. I'm just saying, getting ready for this Super Bowl party. Nice looking spots. Yeah, definitely, man. Got to get ready for this. I know we're going to be having a party here at our place for it. But yeah, again, anyone that is just tuning in right now, I moved just this weekend, so definitely hopefully I sound okay. Everyone that's watching on YouTube, do I sound okay? My mic quality and everything sound okay? I'm trying to get a gauge for, how the room is and everything, trying to see what's the best sound. But let me know if it sounds bad. Not even watching today, as I could really care less about the game. Nice new look. You sound great. All right, awesome. Love to hear that. What's up, Seth? How you doing, man? Yeah, I know that I know a lot of people are having that same understanding of the Chiefs and whatnot. I'm still gonna watch it. It's football, and I'm always in for the commercials too. I love the commercials on Super Bowl weekend. So yeah, that'll be fun. But yeah, guys, this stream is mainly just going to be a stream just dedicated to just talking Colts football and just about anything else that you guys can think of, draft talk, all of those different things. So let me know what you guys are thinking. Obviously it kind of stinks because it kind of does stink a little bit that we can't get anything for at least another month, almost a month and a half. Well, the combine is at the end of this month, and obviously free agency is a little over a month away, so I'm going to be struggling for content in the meantime. Any chance for Samuel? No, I doubt it. He's going to demand too much money. We're already paying one high wide receiver. Thoughts on Mason Taylor? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind Mason Taylor. I think Mason Taylor could be a late second, in my opinion. I have the two tight ends that I would prefer to get in either Tyler Warren or Harold Fannin Jr. Certainly wouldn't hate the value of a Mason Taylor in round 3, but I would like for us to invest that a little bit sooner if that was up to me. But yeah, Mason Taylor in round 3, I wouldn't be upset. Oh yeah, speaking of which, I can do this for a video after. Sorry guys, just accumulating a bunch of stuff, so so forgive me. And also guys, is the feedback good? Because I got new internet. We got internet here, and it's supposed to be like so much faster than what the other internet was at the old apartment that we were at, because we're only getting like 300 megabytes per second at the old place. And so if my fiance was on her phone and watching TV and something else was running, a lot of times I'd have a weak signal. And so far it looks like it's working well. Hopefully it's good on your guys' end. Do you think they will bring Joe Flacco's back? No, I don't think they're bringing Joe Flacco back. I don't think Joe Flacco wants to come back, to be honest. How many picks do the Colts have in this draft? Let's see. I'm pretty sure it's 7, but the Colts have 7 selections. Yep. Colts have 7 selections in the draft. So, hey, Derek, congratulations on winning that national championship, sir. Hope all is well. Well, Michigan Wolverines, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate that. Yeah, man. I'm loving it as a Buckeye fan, man. It's great over here. But thank you, sir. I hope all is well for you as well. All right. And I do appreciate everybody still hopping in here. Please be sure to like the stream, guys. Wherever you're watching, please like the stream. It helps the algorithm. It helps it get out to more people. Want to try to get some more people flowing in here right now. So please be sure to like the stream, guys. Yeah, so let's keep going here. You guys are still bringing in all these chats here. Also, guys, I know some people had talked about super chats and memberships. Super chats and memberships are back now. So if you guys want to send a super chat, or if you also want to do a super sticker or want to do a membership, feel free to do that. You guys can also gift memberships too, if you guys are wanting to do that as well. Derek, if AR is unable to show leaps and bounds of growth next season, would we be in full rebuild territory at that point? The roster is not getting any younger and might miss the window of the roster. That's a great question, Seth. We've talked about it at length at this point, and honestly, I might do another video to kind of brace that up again. Let me actually do something real quick, because I kind of want to make that into a potential video. Probably do that as a video tomorrow night potentially. But yeah, I don't know, man. I think if you ask the majority of Colts Nation that question, then yes, I agree. I think that you have a situation where Colts fans are going to say it's time to move on, or it's time to move on from AR. It's time to move on from Ballard. It's time to move on from maybe Steichen, all these different things, right? Because this will be the first, and believe it or not, this will be the first offseason where Anthony Richardson has virtually no excuse of injury through this offseason. He's working with a quarterback specialist to help improve his motion and improve his throwing motion and to help that shoulder, right? So he's working with that. And so that's a great question, because you're right. The roster isn't getting any younger. Now, the ultimate problem is it all is going to come down to the minute details, right? Does AR show growth next year. And if he does show growth, how much is that growth, right? I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to say, oh, if Anthony Richardson completes 51% of his passes next year, right? Then I'm not going to sit here and I'm going to say, oh, wow, that's an impressive jump. You know, you went from 47. I'm going to actually look it up, make sure that I actually get the right number. Because, yeah, so he completed just shy of 48%, right? So if he jumps from 48% to like 52%, that's not going to really tell me that he's improved, right? Like I'm looking at 55+%, right? I need to see that you as a quarterback are able to complete at least more than not only 50% of your passes, but start leaning into the direction of near 60%. I'm not expecting him to complete over 60% of his passes next year. At least I would hope he can, but I'm not expecting that. But I would like to see him do it from, you know, like in a mid 50s, maybe teetering towards 60%. That would make me feel better because then that's a 10% jump, 8 to 10% jump in completion percentage from just a year ago where you were at your lowest, right? And so at that point, then I would feel like, oh, you know, okay, I can see the improvement. And if he increases his completion percentage by almost 10%, that's going to make a huge difference. You're going to see a massive jump in more completions from the team. And the offense is going to look a lot better with 10% more of his passes being complete, right? That may not sound like a lot, but for a quarterback, that's a huge number, right? So, yeah, does the decision-making, and not as much of the decision-making, it's more of just, are you able to complete the throws that we know that you see are there, right? Because I less worry about his decision-making. I care more about the fact that at times he threw interceptions when he was trying to make the right throw, but he didn't make the right throw accurately. That's what I'm concerned about. And again, guys, anyone that is tuning in right now to YouTube, please be sure to like the stream, guys. Please be sure to comment. Please be sure to subscribe. Also, guys, if you're on Twitter, come over to YouTube, please. Come over to YouTube, watch it on here, like the stream, watch it over here, and subscribe. We're on the push for 20,000 subscribers. We're almost there. We are less than 100 subs away from 20,000 subscribers, guys. I mean, we could totally use your guys' help right now. But yeah, Seth, I might make a video on that. I appreciate you bringing that up. Keep bringing it in, guys. We're gonna keep talking about this stuff. Boro Ben, I could really see Ballard targeting secondary players to provide these new defensive coaches who specialize in secondary. Watch for guys like Will Johnson or Starks as possible round one options. Yeah, so I think it's crazy because I see people saying that Will Johnson is falling in draft boards, which is so weird to me because I know that Will Johnson didn't play in the Ohio State game, didn't play in the bowl game when he probably could have. But Will Johnson, to almost everyone, is cornerback one in this draft class. And I find it very hard to believe that Will Johnson will be available at 14. Now, Indy might have to potentially trade up for a defensive star that they maybe want, right? Even Malachi Starks. Malachi Starks might go before that. There's a very good likelihood that he can. Most people have him as the number one safety. I mean, does he fall to 14? I've seen lots of mocks saying that he can. I've seen also a lot more where people say that he won't make it that far, right? So who knows? What exactly do you do? Well, I will say this. Even in free agency and draft, you do have to make defense a priority, especially in the secondary. You may not have to look for a ton of starters in the secondary, but you need veteran guys in free agency that can come in, compete for those starting jobs, and provide great depth for you. You need that. You need that in the worst way possible. You didn't have that to start the year, and it really screwed the Colts this year. And you're right. Lou Anarumo and Chris Hewitt, those guys are defensive specialists and they're secondary driven. So the defensive line where Ballard says, I build in the trenches, that's how you win games. That's not the concept anymore. You have to go and get the secondary guys that are going to make the plays, right? So hopefully that is something that we will see them continue to do. I really hope that you're getting veteran depth in the secondary in free agency. And if you're going to go with a secondary guy in the draft, go get the studs. Go get the studs. That's fine. I don't care about that. That's fine. You can get Malachi Starks in the first round. I'll be happy. Just go get Harold Fannin in the second round. That's how I feel about it. But thank you guys. Would love emphasis on upgrading at tight end this offseason. 39 catches against 4 guys was just disgusting. Yeah, no doubt. The Colts need tight end help. Need it. It is a need. It is probably why people say it's the biggest need, because it was the most underperforming position on the entire team. Again, quarterback play had a little bit to do with it, a little bit. No doubt about that. But the tight end room vastly underperformed. Vastly. And we need help. Go Buckeyes. Let's go, baby. Love me my Buckeyes, baby. Irish fans are still hurting. Yeah, like you are still hurting. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Hey, if in retrospect, if any Notre Dame fan that watches this cares, Notre Dame had a phenomenal season, man. Had a phenomenal season. They were ultra competitive in that game and through the entirety of the playoffs. I mean, outside of winning it, that was one of the best seasons that Notre Dame has had in a long time. And y'all are set with Freeman there as your head coach. Y'all are going to continue to be fine. Y'all are going to continue to be a top 10 program for quite a while, I think. So, it's not too bad, man. Do you think we will draft a quarterback? I could see it. I could see it in the later rounds. I could see it in like the 4th or 5th round selecting a quarterback, because I believe that there will still potentially be some decent quarterbacks in the 4th or 5th round. I see it. I could see it. Derek, any rumors or just smoke on the Colts potentially being interested in Justin Fields? I know that was a name that everybody mentioned, like as soon as we heard Ballard say that they were going to put competition in that room. But I haven't heard anything else. Again, the Indianapolis Colts, they keep everything close to the chest, so that's something that I haven't seen. Interesting. Okay. And I'm still getting used to my computer setup right now, guys, because with the move and everything, I kind of had to like move some stuff around on my board and everything. But and I'm still working on the room and everything, so it feels like a lot. But so get this, right? So I'm gonna have a situation. I think I'm gonna have it to where I I'm supposed to get a TV mount. So I'm going to put a TV mount right up here on the, see if I can potentially do this. So going to get a TV mount to put it right there and then just, so I can have it. And then that way, sorry, let's just making sure I get that set back up. So that way, I can watch games and be able to, still do streams and stuff. So that'll be really cool. Hopefully you guys will really enjoy that. Did you know that Ryan Kelly said that the Colts are going younger and he will not be back next year, most likely? Well, Mike, I heard him say from Chapel that he, I would love to hear where you heard that from, because I heard from Chapel that, he's expecting to, he wants to return, but he's keeping his options open for next offseason or for this offseason. Hey, Derek Draven, what's up, man? How you doing? A little behind on super chats, guys. Or not on super chats, but just on comments. Keep the comments coming. I'm just making sure that I have stuff to be able to work through for this stream, because I'm tired of just doing, 25-minute streams and feeling burnt out. And I felt bad originally because you guys were coming in and hanging out with me, and I was doing these streams just for a little while, just to kind of do it and just to fill the quota, right? And I felt bad for doing that. Let's see here. Oh, we might get Drake on here. I want to see if I can get Drake in here for a little bit. Yeah, give me a second here, guys. There we go. Sweet. So again, guys, I'll make sure to keep going through your comments. I do appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. I appreciate all of your guys' support so much. Again, we're very close. We're battling for just over 2,000 subscribers on our Reacts channel. We're pushing for 1,000 on the Pacers channel, and we're obviously trying to hit 20,000 on this channel. So we're trying to hit all these goals. Would appreciate if you guys would hop over here on YouTube and help us out. Greatly appreciate you. Before we get any further, guys, just want to say quickly that this stream is powered by BetUS. If you guys are looking for a sports book this year, look no further than BetUS. NFL Super Bowl Sunday is here, so you have these bets that can go and do anything on it, guys. They have a million different things. And also, guys, just once again, they don't just have football. They're going to have basketball, baseball, hockey, soccer, boxing, anything that you guys get into, they have it. They also have prop builders and odds boosts to help you guys get the most out of your bets. They also have a casino up here option as well, guys. So make sure to take advantage of that. Be sure to check out BetUS, guys. And of course, don't forget the promo code YouTube150. Get a 150% sign up bonus up to $2,000 on your first deposit, and then a 125% sign up bonus on your next 2 deposits. Just be sure to use that promo code. But of course, guys, always bet responsibly. All right. We'll see if we can get we'll get Drake in here soon. I did send him a link. Hopefully he'll have a little bit of time. But Chardavius Ward would be a good free agent signing at corner. Yes, Ward would definitely be a great signing. He would likely have a chance to start right away, would help solidify that cornerback room a little bit more, gives you the option to have the depth that we need. They should get Warren. Yeah, I mean, if Tyler Warren is there at 14, then I have no issues with that. None at all. Who knows if Indy will try and who knows if Indy will try to trade up? Who knows? I would love to see if they have a chance at that. But people on X, I'm deleting the stream on there and putting it here on YouTube. Please be sure to hop over there. So yeah, I mean, Warren could be a really good option for Indy. Very good if he's there. I think I've been here since you guys started. It's been a long ride, but like a best video was your rant after the Jags loss with Carson Wentz. But like, who do you see winning the Super Bowl? Yeah, dude, I think that video is an all-time video here for me. I'll be dead ass. I really think that might be my all-time best video on this channel, because that was pure, unedited, unscripted, just a rant of the Indianapolis Colts, man. I freaking hated them at that moment, dude. It was so bad. We were so close to the playoffs, and we threw it away. But thank you for the support, John. Greatly appreciate it. Hard to pick against the Chiefs. I want the Eagles to win so bad. Draft Will Howard, grab Kelvin Banks at 14 to get line help, then go crazy on defense with a good QB that can pass it. Wouldn't matter who tight end or wide receiver is. The QB makes the stars. Look at Brady and Belichick. Yeah, I understand that. Like, Brady has made a lot of guys who are not ultra athletes make it, but there's very few options to get quarterbacks in this draft class. And even if there are, they're all young, inexperienced, and not all of them are fine-tuned. So you already have a non-fine-tuned quarterback. So Kelvin Banks, isn't he a corner? Or is he no, offensive line. That's right. The tackle from Texas. But we don't need tackles though. We don't need offensive linemen though. That's the thing. We don't need offensive linemen. You have your starting five right now, and you don't need that. You need something else besides that. Yeah, I mean, Kelvin Banks, again, if you're wanting to go offensive line, but you don't need offensive line. Yeah, that's why I want to kind of go defense-oriented more in the draft because of that, right? Because offensively, my thing is outside of tight end, you really don't need a ton of help on the offense right now in the skill positions. You have good running back. You just need depth at that spot. You just need offensive line depth, but you have good wide receivers. You have no tight ends. So if you can get tight end help and you have the wide receivers, you have a running back, you just need depth on the offense. There's not, like, outside of tight end, there isn't a ginormous need on the offense outside of depth, but that can be done anywhere, right? So that's all that I think of when it comes to that. Any news on AR's training? I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I don't know when he's training with Chris Hess, but it is what it is. What scenario would you be okay with Ballard trading back? That's hard. I don't know. To be real honest, I haven't thought about scenarios where he would trade back. Unless he felt that everyone unless Tyler Warren, Malachi Starks, all of those guys, that the top tier guys that he wanted at 14 are gone and he couldn't trade up, then I would trade back, accumulate a few more picks in the mid rounds. But I think that would be about it. And trading back, I would not trade back any further than 23. That's a great question, Saber. I've never actually had somebody ask me that. Oh, yeah, Aaron Rodgers is no longer going to be the Jets quarterback, it sounds like. In case anyone didn't notice. Yes, go Notre Dame. Riley Leonard did decent. Yeah, Riley Leonard, I mean, shout out to him, man. He persevered, man. I know a lot of Colts fans were thinking about Riley Leonard late in the draft. I don't want him, but I respect him for putting up an effort. What do you expect in regards to the growth of Latu year 2? He has too many pass rush moves to not work out. Yeah, I don't know. I would certainly hope that Latu can get closer to that double-digit sack season, right? You would certainly hope so. It'll be interesting to see how they approach it. But yeah, that would certainly that'll certainly be interesting to see how he does throughout the offseason. Remember, he's gonna have more training, he's gonna get more used to. This will be his first full offseason. He's putting in the work, which is good. I mean, I feel like at some point he's gonna continue to get better. So while the combine can change draft positions, do you think Ballard could work his trade magic from years past to add Fannin plus a safety for Anarumo like Nick Emanamori? Oh, wait, isn't that East Carolina guy? Oh, yeah, here we go. Yeah, so he is... Yeah, so he's a defensive back. So he could yeah, isn't he classified? Is he classified as a corner or as a safety? I thought he was safety. Which, again, either way, it doesn't really matter. But yeah, no doubt. Me personally, my ultimate favorite thing I would like to do is I would love to go either Tyler Warren, Xavier Watts, or you would go safety in the first round and then Harold Fannin in the second. Either one of those options would work perfectly for me. I would love either of those. And then the third round, I would take some running back depth. Or go and get another defensive player if you trade up in the second round again. Who knows? But that would certainly help me feel better about Ballard. Barron seems like he could fit. Yeah, I've heard people talk about that. We should get Debo. No, we shouldn't, because we shouldn't trade all that money for him. All the money and whatever else it's going to cost to get him. They're probably going to at least ask for a couple seconds. No way that you would trade that. I think the draft is the better way to go for competition. Don't get me wrong. Fields has had a decent career, but he's more of a backup QB himself. I just don't think that's the way to go. Very well could be true. Very well could be true. Sorry to let y'all down, but Ballard invests in the offensive line and defensive line in the first round. At least that's how it's been. Yes, CJ, no doubt. That has been how it's been for a long time. But Ballard has said some of the ways he's done things has been wrong. And he's going to have to come up with something different if he wants to save his job, because it's just not going to work for him anymore. I think Fields would be a good choice to bring here. He just needs a good team to play for, and that's the Colts. Yeah, I mean, I think it depends on the right team. I don't know if it's a good team. It's a right team, right? I don't know if he'll even leave Pittsburgh, to be honest with you. He's still there at Pittsburgh. Who knows if Pittsburgh's going to bring him back? I think Pittsburgh might bring him back because Russell Wilson's not going to be there. And even if, I don't think he is the right quarterback for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't think he is. His skill set is just not what it should be. He would be much more superficial with Indianapolis because of the RPO style offense that Steichen runs. You have that option of him holding it and keeping it or giving it to Jonathan Taylor, and that would be scary. I don't watch basketball, but I did join the Pacers channel to support you and Cody. Appreciate you. I'm fine with upgrading the trenches. We need competition at the spots, but we need to still get competition at more dire roster spots. Oh yeah, no doubt. And honestly, that would be a great spot for Indianapolis to get somebody in potentially in free agency, get that those young guys or those older veterans in the room that you don't have to pay a lot of money to. You can give like vet minimums, or you can give a little bit more money, like those $2, $3, $4 million contracts. Guys that are not going to cost you an arm and a leg to be able to get, but they're going to be good depth. They're just depth pieces. We don't need starting offensive linemen. We need depth. That's the only thing. Is there a chance you see Chris trading to number one? If by chance we do, who would you want? Well, no, I don't see any scenario in which that would happen. I would like to, if we were to ever accumulate the number one overall pick in this draft, I would take Abdul Carter because Abdul Carter is a beast. Man, this stream's been going pretty good. Again, guys, we're 38 minutes. It feel pretty good right now. Again, thank you to everybody that is tuning in right now. Please be sure to like the stream, guys. It helps it get out to more people. Want to help improve the channel. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys so much. Be sure to comment. Be sure to subscribe. We're so close to 20,000 subscribers on here. We only have 85 more. 85 more. Sorry, guys. Okay. I would rather see Will Howard drafted as a QB option. Dude, I'd be perfectly fine with getting him. If he's available in the 4th round, I would love to get Will Howard. I think he might get taken earlier. Honest to God, I think he will. I think it might be too early for the Indianapolis Colts to be taking a chance on it, but I wouldn't mind that. Love the that's unscripted, Eric. You good old boy. I appreciate you, man. You have a better chance that Chris trades down than up. I don't know, man. This is the year for the Indianapolis Colts to trade up, man. It's now or never. What do you think about the rumors of trading Buckner? I don't know. I haven't heard those. Has there actually been those? Who's been saying that? Didn't the Colts give 40 mil to a kicker who can't make a field goal past 45 yards? Well, they didn't give him 40 mil. They gave him, I think it was 22 mil, but point's still the same. Oh, Siobhan Revel is ECU. MORA is Mizzou. Gotcha. That makes sense. Do you think the Colts will put up big money for somebody like Myles Garrett? Um, I don't think so, because the problem is you're already paying a lot of guys on your defense big money, right? You're already paying DeForest Buckner $20 million a year. You're already paying Grover Stewart $13 million a year. You're already paying Kenny Moore $10 million a year. So you're already putting too much money into the defensive line as is. As far as some other guys, I mean, the problem is some of the other guys you'd have to trade for. And I don't, on top of having to pay them big money and having to do that for contract's sake, I just don't see it happening. I just don't see it happening. And Arumo needs coverage linebackers, free agency, possibly Chiefs linebacker Bolton. They will probably resign him. Yeah, Bolton, I think, is going to get re-signed. You don't get rid of a defensive player like that. Now, Greenlaw could be an interesting pick from the 49ers. I could see that. But yes, you need coverage linebackers, which is why I've had no issue with the fact of let Jalen Carlies get the snaps. Carlies was a safety. He's a safety. He's just a big safety. He could definitely fill that spot. Fields was worse than AR. What? I didn't. Who said that? Who said AR, or who said Justin Fields was worse than AR? I didn't say that. Draft a corner. Hey, I'd be down for it. No, I don't think the Colts will go after Myles Garrett. He's yes, he's elite at what he does. He's one of the best defensive linemen, if not the best defensive lineman in the entire NFL. But one, why would he want to come to Indianapolis? We're no closer to a Super Bowl than Cleveland is. And on top of it, we don't have the money to give him. We don't have $25 million to give to a guy like Myles Garrett right now. We don't. Right now, our budget currently sits at 29. So we don't have a situation where we could be any better. Seth, my guy, Seth Harmeyer with a $5 super chat. Thank you. Draft wish list. Warren or Fanning at tight end. Watson safety, which means missing on Warren. Stutzman or Jay Higgins at linebacker. Howard Cross the third at defensive tackle. All right. Well, I will say this. Yes, Warren or Fanning at tight end would be a great thing for me. Watts is going to be a late first, early second. So Indy would have to trade up probably. They could do that. They could. If Ballard was crazy enough, he could do it. But like you say, it would cost a little bit. But first of all, thank you for the super chat, by the way, Seth. Greatly appreciate you, my guy. Stutzman or Jay Higgins at linebacker. I would like that. Howard Cross at defensive tackle would be really good too. Yeah, those are some good names, man. Those are some good names. Breadstick draft stream this year. Yes, I believe that we will get that, because again, I told you guys if we get to 20,000 subscribers on YouTube, I would do a breadstick stream. I will do a breadstick stream here if you guys can help me get to that point. Trade 14 for Myles Garrett, get BGSU tight end in the second round. I like your thinking there, Deshaun. It would take a lot more to get Myles Garrett than just trading 14. But no doubt, I would love to do that. Colts need DBs and linebackers. Yeah, I understand. Fields ranked 29th in on-target percentage and 31st in completion percentage. Yeah, numbers are different. There's context to some of it. If we had a shot at Travis Hunter, would you take him? Well, we won't have a shot because there's no way. But if we took Travis Hunter, then yeah, I would be perfectly happy with that. Travis Hunter is a great player. It was on the phone with Mom Dukes. What I missed, Breadstick? Oh, not much. You just got the entire chat talking about Myles Garrett at this point. I would be fine with the Colts trading for like a Trey Hendrickson. That would I could see as being more feasible potentially. Anarumo needs to get Mike Hilton from Cincy. Well, I don't know if Mike Hilton. So first of all, like the whole Mike Hilton thing is very bizarre to me. Because how old is he? So yeah, he's 30 years old. He's going to turn 31 here in a month. Literally exactly a month from now, he will be 31 years old. Okay? And the problem is like when we look at contracts, I don't know how much he's going to want to get, but I wouldn't mind it if the price is right. If the price is right, I wouldn't mind it, but from what it sounds like is he doesn't want to go someplace and lose out on money. So that could be very much a hurtful thing for us. Thoughts on trading Pay and re-signing Dio? If so, what compensation? Yeah, it's not you won't get much out of Pay. Probably get like a mid round pick potentially out of Pay, but that's about it. But yeah, you should re-sign Dio because he's a guy that can go anywhere. Super Bowl Sunday, yes sir. Do the Colts take Starks or Warren if they're both there? Man, that's tough. If Starks and Warren are both there, I'm gonna put that as a poll, actually. I'm gonna do that. Before I answer that question, all right, we're starting the poll. Make sure y'all answer the poll, and then I'll answer that here in a minute too, because I could see both. I could see both as an option, just because. Again, Starks at number 14. You get a proven safety that would 100% do a lot of things, and of course, I understand the appeal for Warren just because of the fact that you have a situation where it's your biggest need. Obviously, a lot of it is going to come down to a lot of it's going to come down to how the free agency goes, but yeah, that would be very interesting. If I Tyler gets it. Yeah, I just feel like if both of them are there, it would totally make sense if Ballard went with Warren. I feel like that's what it is. But now for me specifically, I would go Starks at 14 and get Fannin in the second round. But Then again, Fannin may not be there by the time that, the Colts come around again. Fannin might get a situation where Fannin might, increase his draft stock too much to where he won't make it to the 45th pick. So, but I mean, you're seeing what these young secondary guys can do for you to help out your team, man. It's hard. True that, Brad. Thoughts on Derek Carr? Heard rumors on interest in him. Yeah, it feels like we always are in the sweepstakes for Derek Carr. I don't know, man. That's rough because I like Derek Carr, but I don't think he's right for this team, and I don't think he wants to be a backup. See, now that would be a beautiful draft for me, but I don't know if we'll get the chance to do that or not, Where are you on the Jack Sawyer and JTT non-OSU bias? No, I'll be completely honest, guys. I think that Sawyer and JTT are at best second rounders. On God, here's the thing. I do have slight bias, or I don't even know if it's really bias. I think it's just the fact that you saw in the playoffs that Jack Sawyer and JTT were both insanely good in the playoffs. Insanely good. If you only took what you saw from Jack Sawyer from that Michigan game all the way to the national championship, if you saw just those 5 games of Jack Sawyer, you would have thought Jack Sawyer was the number 1 overall draft pick and was the best defensive player in the country in those 5 games. The only problem is those weren't the only 5 games that he played. And I have seen several times where him and sometimes JTT were made to be non-existent. A lot of times they didn't make it to the quarterback. Now, I will say this. Sawyer and JTT there is a scandal against Sawyer and JTT from the refs because this last season for Ohio State, they were 134th in the entire country of 134 teams. They were dead last in flags called against their opponent. So Ohio State never got flags thrown for them in favor against the other team, but always got called for flags on them. So Sawyer and JTT, a lot of times they were fighting the refs and fighting holds on the other side because they were just getting held and it never got called. So I will say this. I really like Sawyer in the fact that you saw in the last 5 games, he's become a ginormous leader. He's been a leader. He is a man out there, and he is going to walk into a locker room and he is going to be a vocal leader. He's going to be someone that is going to impact the locker room, and he has good ability. He's more polished, I think, than some other guys. He may not be the greatest athlete. He's not. Him and JTT, they're not the greatest athletes. They may not have the greatest statures, but they both are very good leaders. And Jack Sawyer especially is a great vocal leader. So I could see them as late second rounders. That's about it. I would love for them to be first rounders. That's what we were hoping they were going to be this year. Again, in the last 5 games, they were top 5 picks worthy. Like very few guys had an impact like Jack Sawyer and JTT did for that Ohio State run. I haven't seen much better than that in all my years of watching OSU football. But you can't ignore what your eyes had told you the previous 3 years of that, right? So that's why I would say that, to just be non-biased. Warren, the way Steichen can use him in the offense. Yeah, no doubt. Could they trade back, draft a linebacker Campbell from Bama, and get an additional second? See, Brad, I don't have a problem with that. OHIO, let's go, baby. Let's go. I could see that, but I don't know. But here's the thing: I would only see them do that if all the guys that they wanted at 14 are gone. Only if they're gone. Yeah, probably be true, Silent Rage. Yeah, no doubt. You think Ballard moves up for Warren since Bowers got swiped last year? I could see Ballard trying to trade up for Warren, no doubt. There's a lot of safety talent in free agency. I have seen that too. Yeah. Xavier Watts has good playmaker ability, straight ball hawk. Yeah, Xavier Watts is legit, man. All right, guys. Well, I'll end that poll there. It's glaringly obvious that you guys are saying you want Warren over Starks. But anyways, yeah, I am going to probably end it there, guys. Just want to say again, shout out to BetUS for powering this stream. Greatly appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for all the support. Greatly appreciated. You guys were part of the first stream in my new house. So happy to have had all of you guys here. Thank you for chatting with me. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Michigan Wolverines. Appreciate it. You take care, man, as well. Can you do a mock draft before you go? Sure, why not? Let's make a quick one. We'll do a quick mock draft. Why the heck not? All right. We'll do a quick mock draft just to appeal to you guys a little bit more. We'll do this real quick, short, sweet, and to the point. Then we can end that stream. We'll just, no trades, just take who we got, right? Okay, so yeah, we got Tyler Warren available there at 15 or at 14. So Malachi Starks got taken early. So we will definitely go ahead and get Warren there at that spot. And then Fannin was available there. But Jihad Campbell there at 37, I feel like is too good to pass up. So I will definitely get that. Fannin can block, by the way, Carl. No doubt. He 100% can. Ooh, man, there's a lot of good options there. But we don't need Mason Taylor. Jaden Higgins is not going to be there at that spot. I'll be honest, I'd probably go with Lathan Ransom there at 80, to be honest. Yep, I'll go Lathan Ransom because I know that he would probably be available there, and that's a really good pick for us. And then, yeah, Jordan Hancock there. Who's available running back here? Ollie Gordon is there. RJ Harvey later on is there. Might be a little small though. I think that Ballard would go with someone like Ollie Gordon. So yeah, let's go Ollie Gordon there. I know there's other running backs, but Ollie Gordon has made a lot of interesting a lot of good moves recently. Let's go to cornerback real quick, just kind of see who is still there. I don't think there's any that I really like. unless Cameron Alexander might still be there later on. Dylan Gabriel's too small. Let's look at some offensive linemen. Probably looking at tackles. Jack Nelson would be a good one. I've picked that one several times. Man, if Seth McLaughlin's still there, I would take that too. If Ty Hamilton is still there in the 7th round, which I doubt he would, but I would 100% take Ty Hamilton. Man, that's probably one of the best mock drafts that I've had doing this, to be honest. Yeah, Tyler Warren at 14, Jahai Campbell at 45, Lathan Ransom at 80, Ollie Gordon at 116, Jack Nelson at 152, Seth McLaughlin at 191, and Ty Hamilton at 234. I know the Ohio State bias is coming out. I know, but hey, listen, I can only do what I can do. So, yep. That's going to be it, guys. Thank you again so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. And as always, guys, go Colts.